Good afternoon, everyone. I am Melissa Rushlow. I want to share this with you. I don't fall for nonsense. That's what makes me dangerous in the best way. I'm 5 steps ahead, and I don't need to brag. That's what haunts people. I don't need to announce my actions, for they're doing it for me. What really leaves people unsettled about me is how calm I am after everything I've gone through in my life. When I wanted to be listened to through emails with people of authority, nobody wanted to hear. They dismissed me like I was nothing. And now that the world is hearing and seeing this pattern, change needs to happen. I just move quietly and intentionally with confidence that makes others uncomfortable and nervous. People thought I was slow to react and clueless. But what people didn't realize is I was already 10 steps ahead in the future. I created a voice for others when their own was not listened to. After I created YouTube videos on corruption and lies, I decided to take a stand. I watched people trap themselves while I stayed 3 decisions ahead of this setup. I didn't get this way by an accident. Life has trained me like no book and thesis ever could. The betrayals, the gaslighting, the fake love, all these sharpened my mental health and my mental awareness reflexes. I had to learn how to observe, to analyze patterns, and how to predict behavior before it happened. So now I don't react with what people say anymore. Instead, I study why they're saying it and when or what they're trying to get out of me. To me, that kind of clarity is rare. And this is why I was talked about, but nobody ever brought it to my face. People used to think I was naive because I didn't clap back or I didn't argue right away. What they missed is I was calculating and I was seeing the whole board. While people were obsessing over the moment, I was studying the patterns. I knew what was going to happen, so I quietly positioned myself in a way that when it fell apart, I would still be untouched. You see, that's not luck. That's high-level awareness. And this is why people see things differently now. I'm no longer seen as soft. I'm seen as strategic. The truth is, some people's pride's got in the way. I showed people that being loud isn't power. Power comes from within ourselves. I stayed quiet for so long because I already saw the games, and that realization eats people up. But you are now realizing I wasn't lost after the corruption that has done to my son. I was focused. I wasn't quiet because I was clueless. I was choosing what battles to ignore, and now results are showing and people are telling others. We are not allowed as a single person. We are loud when we stand as one, like an almighty lion that roars. I'm smart as hell, and I will continue to move with grace. I have already seen how this ends. I never needed a degree to decode deception. It was always present. I didn't need anyone to teach me how to spot a lie or read a room or feel energy shift when I came around. I felt the energy when bad intention was definitely present. This is something I carried since birth. A kind of raw, unpolished intelligence that isn't based in any textbooks, diplomas, but on awareness, truth, and spiritual alignment. People ask how I'm able to pick up things they've missed, even with their so-called educations and statuses. See, we are trained to believe that intelligence looks a certain way and shows up in suits and ties, using big words or holding titles. But here I stand with no need to perform and no need to prove who I am. I just see things at face value. I can definitely feel when someone is smiling, but holding a knife behind their back. I sense when words sound sweet, but the energy is sour. I notice patterns, the pauses, the cover-ups, most importantly, the energy shift in a room or in a crowd. Body language that exposes more than 1,000 words could. This is a gift, and it didn't come from any university. It came from a divine download of being preyed upon so many times. I'm the type of person who could sit in a room full of people and know who is who, who's lying, who's pretending, and most importantly, who is broken and envious. It is not needed to say much. Their spirit speaks louder than words could ever. This kind of perception scares people who depend on an image because their masks slip. Performances don't land. Their games all fall apart. It wasn't that I was trying to expose people. I was just built to recognize the truth. The most powerful minds don't walk around in polished packages. Sometimes they walk in humility, in silence, and in someone who wasn't supposed to make it. But yet, here I stand. Reading situations better than any trained psychologist. I'm moving in ways people are speechless. I'm living proof that God does not need to activate a calling. He just needs faith, and with alignment, all will fall in place. I have always known how to play the long game, 52 years. Sometimes it's smarter to hold back and take note that every room deserves or does not deserve an intelligent space, and to stay quiet, let others reveal themselves while performance sounds deep, trying to impress. I was still collecting data. I watched how they moved. I listened to what they said with precise detail. Most importantly, what they did not speak out loud. I let them underestimate me on purpose. Because real power does not need to prove itself. I didn't want to show that I was a threat, because if I did that, I wouldn't have got as much information as I needed. You see, comfortability goes a long way. And for that, I thank you. I let them think they got away with accountability. Meanwhile, my goal was just to understand the truth and why accountability never took place. Then I made sure I was going to give a voice and a chance to people that are not heard. Everything that I tried and everything that broke me was my teacher. I'm not here to intimidate any other leader. I'm here to become the blueprint. The ones that seen me insignificant will now be the very ones that will watch me grow. I was never small. I was hidden. Through all of this corruption, I gained endurance, sight, and a divine connection. This will never be faked. This will never be copied by any fraudulent people. This is what makes me a leader. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day.